Hello everyone. Today we will see different files operation in C++. Now, first of all, we see what is the file system or what is a file. A file is a collection of related data stored in a particular area on the disk programs and can be designed to perform the read and write operation on this file. File is nothing but a collection of related data which is stored in a particular area on the disk on which we can perform different read and write operations. Now the data is stored in the device such as floppy disk or a hard disk using the concept of files. The IO system of C++ handles file operation by using file stream as an interface between the program and the files. As we know, if we want to use the input output devices, at that time we are using the IO stream for performing the different input and output operation with that IO devices. Similarly, if we want to perform some read write operations on the file, then we have to use some file stream which can be allows us to perform different operations such as read write on the file. So the C++ handle all these file operation with the help of streams, that is a file stream which acts as an interface between the program and the files. The stream that supplies now there are two types of streams: input stream, input file stream and output file stream. The stream which supplies data from program to the file, that is called as a input stream, whereas the output file stream is a stream which receives the data from the program and stored it inside your file, that is called as a output stream. Now here we show an example that in the diagram, that is input stream, it reads the data from the disk file and stored inside the program, whereas the output stream reads the data from the program and stored it into the disk file. So like a IOStream class for handling different input output devices, C++ also provided different file stream classes. So that is the fstream. To perform file input output, we must include the header file, that is the fstream.h in our program. The IO system in C++ contains a set of classes that defines the handling method. That means if we want to perform different operations on the different devices, the C++ provides variety of classes which contains these handling methods for that devices. This includes for file it provides different classes such as ifstream, that is an input file stream, ofstream, that is output file stream, and fstream. Fstream is a combining version of the istream and ostream, ifstream and ofstream. These classes are deriving from the fstream base and from the corresponding iostream.h class as shown in the figure. In the last session regarding the IO operations, we see this diagram in which iOS is a base class and from which the different classes get derived. Now in this case, fstream is a base class from which these three derived classes are there, that is ofstream, ifstream and fstream, and all these three classes have all the functionality which are present in the fstream base, and so that we need to include fstream.h file inside our program. So the following table shows the details of each classes contain. First one is that file buffer. Its purpose is to set the file buffers to read and write. Contains open and close stream classes as members. fstream base provides operations common to the file streams, same as your fstream class. Serve as a base for fstream, ifstream and ofstream classes. Contains open and close function. ifstream, it provides input operation, contains open with default input mode and inherits the function get, getLine, read, seekg, tailg functions from the stream. Next is the ofstream. ofstream class provides output operations, contains open with a default output mode. This is the basic difference, that is in if we are performing the open using the open function with the ifstream, then it will open your file in a input mode, and when you are using the open function with the ofstream, it will input your file with the output mode. Then ofstream inherits the function put, seekp, tailp, write functions from the ofstream. Then fstream, it provides support for simultaneous IO operations, contain open with a default input mode, inherits all the function from ifstream and ofstream classes through the IO stream. Now we can perform different operations on the file. First we see the opening and closing of a file, how to open the file and how to close the file. In C++, you can open a file by linking it to a stream. We have a different stream for performing operations with the file, that is the input stream, output stream and app stream. So first, if we want to open the file, you need to link that file with the stream so that it can read or write the data to that file. There are three types of stream, that is the input, as I said, input stream, output stream and input output stream. Now to create an input stream, you must declare the stream to be a class IF stream. For creating the input stream, we must have to create the object of IF stream class. To create an output stream, again we need to create an object of the OF stream class. Stream that performs both input and output operation must be declared using the class fstream, and in that case we need to create the object of fstream class. For example, here I am showing some example how to create the object of these classes. Suppose I want to use the ifstream class. At that time we have to create the object of ifstream class as a in, and here we are creating the object of output stream class, and here we are creating the object of the fstream class, which perform both the operation input and output. Once you have created a stream, one way to associate it with a file by using the open. Once you have created your string with a whatever the mode you want, whether you want to open the file in input mode, whether you want to open the file in a write mode, or whether you want to open the file in a both input and output mode. So you can once you have created the stream, you now associate that stream with your open function, and this function is a member of each of the three stream classes. So we see first how to open file using the open function. The function open can be used to open multiple files that uses the same stream object. That means open with the help of open function you can open multiple files by using the same stream object. That if you are creating one object of the input stream, then with that object you can create multiple you can open the multiple files. No need to create the multiple objects for opening the multiple files in that mode. With the help of only one object you can open the multiple files in the same mode. The member function open is used to create a file pointer for opening a file in the disk. The function open is to create new files as well as to open the existing file. Example, if we want to process a set of files sequentially, in such a case we may create single stream object and use it to open each file in turn. Now what is the syntax for opening the file? Here is the syntax. You have to specify in which mode you want to create, that is a input, output or fstream. So here is a file stream class and you have to create the object of that class, and then with the help of that object you can access the function of that class open, and here you have to say the file name. For example, if I want to create a output stream, that in that case I have to create the object of ofstream class, and with that object I am calling the function open of that ofstream with the file name as a data. Once we have written whatever we want in that data file, after that we have to close that file and open the another. We have to must remember that before opening the second file we must have to close the first file. Now this open function, as in syntax we see that there is only the file name, but actually the open function consists of two arguments as shown here, the stream object dot open file name and mode. Mode is optional, whether you want to provide it, or if you are not providing it, it also okay. It in that case it will take the default mode. Now there are two arguments, that is a file name and mode. File name we know that the name of our file, and second argument mode called file mode parameter, which specify for which purpose you are opening that file. When file is opened without specifying this second argument, it will in that case the default value is considered for that opening of that file. The prototype of this class's member function contains default values for the second argument, and therefore they use the default values in the absence of the actual values. What do you mean by the default value? That means the default value, if you are opening your file, if you are creating the object of ifstream class and opening the file with that object, then by default the file is open for the reading purpose. It will open in the input mode, that is it opens the file for reading purpose. And if you are creating the object of ofstream class in that and opening the file with that object, in that case your file is open for the writing purpose. That means by default it is open for the out mode, and so that you can perform the writing operation on that file. And this is the case if you are not providing any mode, then these default values are used by the C++. Now here are the some modes parameter and their meaning. First you can perform give the second argument ios append, that append to the end of file, then ios 8 go to the end of file on opening. If you want to open your file in a binary as a binary file, you can pass the argument second parameter as a ios binary. If you want to open the file for the reading purpose only, then you can pass the second argument as a ios in. If you want to open your file for the writing purpose only, you can pass the second argument as a ios out, and then ios no create. Ios no create means open phase if the file does not exist. That means if you want to create the file which is does not exist at that time, it will give you the error. That is a open phase. Ios no create. Ios no replace means if you want to open such a file which is not exist or which is already exist, and if you want to open it, then it will you can say that no replace, so that if that file is already exist, it will not get replaced by your code. And next is the ios strung, delete content of the file if it is exists. So creating a stream using ifstream implies input, and creating a stream using ofstream implies output. So in this case it is necessary to provide mode parameters. So in which mode you want to open that file, it is necessary, and if you are not providing anything, then the default values are considered. The fstream class does not provide a mode by default, and therefore we must provide the mode explicitly when using an object of the fstream class. As I said, the default value for the ifstream is the in, and out, default value for the ofstream is the out. That means for the ifstream, it by default it is open in the reading mode, and for the ofstream by default it is open for the writing mode. But for the fstream, which perform both the operation input and output, so there is no default values for the mode, and you need to give explicit value for the mode. That means you need to pass any of these parameters as explicitly for the mode. You can combine more than one parameters in the mode as shown here. The mode can be combined two or more parameters using bitwise OR operators as shown. fout.open, here I am using two parameters, ios append, that means I am opening the file in a append mode, as well as the ios no create, means I want to append the new code at the end of the file, but if the file does not exist. This open the file is append mode, but fails to open the file if the file does not exist. Now the next is how to close the file. Closing the file, the member function close is used to close the file which has been opened for a file processing, such as to read, write, or for both read and write. So the close is a member function of the class fstream class, which is called automatically by the destructor function. However, one may call this member function to close the file explicitly. And what is the syntax for closing the file? Here I am showing the syntax. You, with the help of only the object which I have created, and you can call the function close. So that file becomes get closed. Here I am showing one example, that is we are opening the file. We are creating the object of fstream class. We are opening the file with the help of that object as a data file in a input mode as well as in a output mode. Both mode we need to perform, and when we are performing that operation, at the end of the program we are closing that file. Once you have opened the file, you need to close that file. Next is how to detect the end of file. There is one function that is called as a EOF. Detecting the end of file condition is necessary for preventing any further attempt to read the data from the file. That means when we reach to the end of the file, we cannot go further. So we have to know whether our file is get ended, and that is given by the function EOF. The EOF stream state member function is used to check whether the file has reached to the end of file character or not. If it is successful, it will return 1, otherwise it will return 0. Here if I want to open the file in a reading mode, so I have created one object of ifstream class and then open this text file in a input mode, and I want to read that file continuously till the end of file get reached. So how to use that? While not in.eof, it says that we are continuing this process, the while loop is get executed till the end of file is reached. Now here I am showing you one example how to perform reading and writing at a time in a text file. Here we are opening one file, that is a inventory file in output mode, that is a iostream out, and here we are creating opening that file in a output mode for writing the data, and in that file I am writing the different electronics devices with their price. With the help of this out, I can write the data, that is a electronics appliances name with their price in the file. With the help of this out, all this data is get written in the file. Now once we have written that data into the file, now I want to read that file. So how to read that file? If we want to read the file, you need to open that file in a input mode. So we are opening that file in a input mode. Here I am giving the object name as out, but I am opening the file in a input mode, the same file inventory in which I have written the different electronic appliances. So now I want to read the data from the file. So I need some variables in which I read that data. So here I am creating two variables, atom which reads the name of the electronic appliances, and cost which read the cost of that appliances. So here with the help of this object of the input file, we are reading that data, and then we are writing sending that data to the screen, that is to the output monitor, and here it will display the output, that is whatever you have written inside the file. Next is the gcount function. Gcount function returns the number of characters that have been read. It is used to find out how many characters have been read, and the syntax is stream size gcount. Flush. When output is performed, data is not necessarily immediately written to the physical device linked to the stream. Instead, information is stored in the internal buffer until the buffer is full. Only then the contents of the buffer are written to the disk. However, we can force the information to the physically written to the disk before buffer is full by calling flush. So syntax of the flush is here. Again I am giving one example in which we are opening one file in output mode, in which we are writing the different name of the country. Then we open here we are, once we have created that file, now I am not displaying that data on my monitor. Instead of displaying that data on monitor, I will copy the data from one file and write it into the another file. So for reading purpose, I have opening that file, that is a country file, in a open mode, whereas the capital file, that is another file in which I want to copy the data of the country file, in a output mode. And here I am taking some variable for reading the data from the country file. We are reading the data from the country file till the end of file, one by one line, and then we are writing the data into the capital file with the help of that object. Now whatever the data is written in that capital file, we will see whether it is written properly or not. So we again open that file in an input mode and read the line one by one, and sending that output to the monitor. Hence the data will be displayed what is inside that file. I hope this session will be helpful for you. Thank you.